Important for you all to know, where was Wes when he came out here? What did the business look like? What were the first 2 to 3 things that he focused on leaving here? What happened then? What was the next bottleneck? What happened after that? And where are things today? So let's rewind 4 months. What did the business look like at that point in time?
I had quit my job in January. I was a one-man show.
Okay. What were you doing before you got into real estate?
I was VP in oil and gas.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So one-man show, came to the 2-day to wanted to grow the business, start from scratch.
Yeah, okay. So when you came out here, so you were brand new to real estate at the time, or have you?
No, I've been doing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, cool, okay. So you knew how to construct the deal. It was more of, how do I magnify my deal flow and remove myself from that time? So what were some of the big aha moments for you when you first came out?
Sales, that was the one thing that I wanted to refine, was the sales process. And that was the one thing I wanted to work on coming to the 2-day.
Yeah, okay. And so then when you came here, you obviously were onboarded as if you were joining our team. When you left, what were the first 2 to 3 things that you had focused on? Obviously sales being important, but talk through what that progression looked like.
Yeah, I mean, I signed up for small group as soon, before the 2-day was even over with.
Okay.
So that was the first step. And then going through the sales onboarding myself, that was huge. And then talking with Mike Reed on what was the next step for my business. Mm-hmm. I wanted to hire TC. We kind of went that route. She quit. She got her dream job, whatever. That was a 2-week deal, 2-week learning lesson. And then I talked to Mike, and I was like, well, I am drowning in paperwork, but I really need acquisitions. Uh-huh. And so that was really what I needed, was have a framework to be able to hire somebody, because I had nothing, didn't know how to hire anybody. So I used the hiring framework, put on the acquisition onboarding for that person, and then, that was the first step.
Yeah, okay. So you found, how many acquisition reps do you have now?
Just one.
Just one, okay. So how long after leaving here did you make that hire? So I know the first hire was TC, then later on this.
Blaine's been with me for 2 months.
Wow, okay. So pretty quickly then, 2 months in, you got this person coming into the seat. Yeah. And talk through what it was like to have the plug and play onboarding.
Oh, it was easy.
So you sat them down, they showed up. You didn't really have to do much other than your check-ins, right?
Yeah, we do daily check-ins, the call reviews, but other than that, it was just, he understood the sales psychology because of the training. Mm-hmm. It was really just plug and play, real easy.
After he got up and running, did it take him a long time to start performing, or what did that look like?
No, he's got 13 contracts in 2 months.
In 2 months. Yeah. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's go. That's a lot of applause there. That's freaking awesome, man.
With no real estate experience.
With no real estate experience.
With no real estate experience at all. He came from tech sales.
Yeah, what I love is that a lot of times people look at us and they're like, well, it takes a long time for someone to start performing. It's like, no, it doesn't. When you have the right onboarding, it doesn't take time. They should end onboarding and produce right away. So it sounds like that's what you guys had experienced. So what was another thing that you focused on? You left 2-day, honed in on the sales process, removed yourself from that seat. That's going really well. What else have you been focusing on?
Really just understanding how to grow the business and what to look at. Mm-hmm. So, making sure you're having level 10 meetings once a week. I then hired a TC. I brought in my sister to be the TC. She actually started a little bit before Blaine, but so I brought in that, and then really just focusing on the KPIs. What do I need to do? What should I be looking at every day? Who should I be meeting with every day? What should I be doing every day to grow this business so I can continue to scale it?
Nice. So do you have talk a little bit about your marketing channels? What are you doing right now for marketing?
It's all inbound. We do PPL, PPC. So PPC is Google Ads, and also we do Facebook.
Yep.
And then also do focus on SEO.
Nice. Okay. You have so what are the conversations with your coach around team performance, KPI discussions? What has that been like?
Yeah. So we, Mike and I, we talk, we go over the sales scorecard.
Every time you guys meet?
Every time we meet, we go over the business KPIs. I just switched to a new CRM, so I kind of lost some data. But we still go over those KPIs. Mm-hmm. What am I spending in each marketing channel, and what's the ROI for that marketing channel? Should I switch? Should I pivot? What do I need to add next? That's kind of my next thing, is what I need to add next, and then also Dispo. So
cool. Okay. So right now, let's talk through what are the current conversations, obviously, with your coach, acquisition scorecard. You're talking about what's the next marketing channel. Is there anything else that you and your coach are working on right now in the business 4 months in?
Dispo.
Dispo, yeah.
Blaine created a good problem for me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's cool. So, yeah, guys, this is business, right? You solve one problem, and then there's the next bottleneck. So, what are you guys currently doing on that front?
Well, so Blaine just got his 13th contract last week. So I was mainly a flipper. I wholesaled 3 or 4 deals a year, but I got kind of greedy. You saw the, what can I make on flip versus wholesale? I was like, I want to keep everything. So, so now that I'm able to do 13 contracts, we have 13 contracts. I actually got to focus on, finding a buyer's list, contacting those buyers, actually creating a buyer's list. I got a very small one, but it's not very deep. So
right now we're growing that buyer's list,
That's exactly.
understanding how they're making their decisions and looking through that lens. Cool. Okay. Are you going to be hiring in that position, or are you going to be filling that mostly right now?
I will be hiring it eventually. I've got to learn it, of course, first, but it'll be hired eventually.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, that's super exciting. And again, thank you for coming up here and sharing this with everyone. I always like to ask everyone I bring up, what advice would you give everyone sitting out here who are in the same shoes that you were in 4 months ago?
Join small group. But other than that, you focus on one thing. You can't come in here and you implement understanding all the KPIs. You can't implement the dispo. You can't do all this stuff at one time. So focus on one thing. What's the one thing in your business you need? And for me, it was sales. And that's what I really honed in on and laser focused on until I understood that. Then I moved to the next thing, which would be dispo now.
Right. Yeah.
So one thing. I'm going to pick one thing.
Huge, man. Well, again, I appreciate you for coming up and sharing your journey, and it's awesome. 4 months in that you've got the success that you've got people hired, fully onboarded, performing. You solve one problem, and now you're working on the next, and that's got to be energizing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I love about business is problem solving. That's the engineering. But yeah, man, thank you for coming up. We actually have an award for you for all of the hard work that you've put in and the results that you've been able to get. So we're going to hand you an MVP award. And guys, let's give Wes a round of applause for all of his hard work.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick photo if you don't mind. Here, I can grab that for you.
Going pretty short over here.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks again, Wes. Congrats.